Hello, I'm Keith Ford and welcome to another edition of From the Vault. Today I have my MAB PA-15 9mm pistol. Designed by the MAB Corporation in France during the 1960s and going into production in 1966, the MAB PA-15 was the first handgun to have a capacity larger than the Browning High Power. The High Power had a magazine capacity of 13 rounds, but the MAB PA-15 had a capacity of 15, so that was a pretty good amount of firepower for this handgun in the 1960s. It went into production in 1966 in hopes of securing a contract for the French military, but after some trials, the French decided to go with a Beretta 92. Even though the PA-15 was not adopted by the French government for the military, it did see some use with some special forces groups and also the Finnish border guard, who contracted to buy a couple thousand copies of these. Now this is a very unique piece, as the barrel in here is a rotating barrel. It's not a fixed type like a Browning lockup. So let's take a look at it inside and see. And another thing about this is that this has a magazine disconnect, where drop the mag here, if you try to pull the slide back, it has the slide locked as well. So first we'll need to pull that in, lock the slide back, check, make sure that that's clear, nothing's in. So now then, magazine disconnect renders the trigger inoperable. So pull this back right there, and so we'll pull this to right there in that spot. We'll see our locking block right here and pull that out. Now this is a rotating barrel setup. Feed ramp is integrated into the locking block, coil spring, and the barrel, as you can see right here, as the slide moves back, the barrel will rotate. Now then, remove the barrel, push it forward just a little bit, and drop that. Now you can see the cam on top of the barrel right here, and the locking lug down here. Now inside of the slide, you can see the cam path milled in. That makes the barrel rotate under recoil. Now these weren't the most finely finished firearms on the inside. You can see the tool marks, almost like an engraving pattern, but fairly crude considering the manufacturing of different guns going on at the time. Still pretty neat though. Now then, we'll reassemble this, drop the barrel back in, there. Put our recoil spring on our guide rod, just like that. Drop our slide stop back in, and there we go. Now for as crudely as these are finished on the inside, they're very smooth and nicely functioning pistols. They're heavy, they weigh about 2.5 pounds, for which that's pretty good whenever you're shooting, but pack it around, it's just a little too much. This would be really cool in like a 10mm or 45 due to the weight and all the extra material that's in there. But since MAB went out of business in 1982 and folded up, that's the end of the line right there. This one right here is a 1973-74 production gun. Now these were available in a couple of different finishes. This one right here is a blued finish, looks pretty good. Other ones were available in a parkerized finish, more for like a military contract. And this one right here is pretty cool, being that, number one, there's not a whole lot of MAB PA-15s in the US. But this one right here has no import marks and was more than likely purchased in Germany or France by a U.S. service member and was brought over with home goods whenever they come back stateside. Overall, the PA-15 is a pretty cool gun. This was starting to come out about the time of the Wonder 9s with the larger capacity mags, the different operating systems. This one right here, the rotating barrel setup. PA-15 is a single action, not a double action pistol, so it just has a safe right here, no decock. Overall, the PA-15, although it's heavy and pretty cumbersome, it's a cool gun, something that you just don't see a whole lot of here in the U.S. And I'm more than happy to bring it out for this edition From the Vault. Thanks for watching. Be sure to tune in again whenever we bring another gun from the vault.